Here's why it doesn't bother me when people say every Taylor Swift song sounds the same. Because while that's not the truth for us Swifties, it may be the truth for them. Of course, they're not going to be able to tell the difference because, for whatever reason, they don't listen to Taylor Swift. And when you don't listen to something, you're not going to be able to notice the details that make each song unique. You're just going to notice the similarities. For example, if you're hearing rap for the first time, you probably couldn't tell the difference between Eminem or Andre 3000. You probably wouldn't be able to distinguish a boom bap beat from a drill beat. Of course, the difference is night and day if you're a fan of hip hop. But the similarities are there, and that's how we're able to identify these genres and categorize all this under the umbrella of rap or hip hop. And these general qualities are what we tend to notice a lot easier. And that's for a genre. This is even more the case when it comes to an artist. There are unique qualities that make a Taylor Swift song a Taylor Swift song. So, to the untrained ear, every Taylor Swift song does sound the same because they're noticing those characteristics. But for us Swifties, we got our reps in. We've listened enough times to be able to distinguish the songs. We know that Love Story is completely different from Hoax, or I Knew You Were Trouble is completely different from our song, or Girl at Home is completely different from Girl at Home Taylor's version. But what's funny is that when people say every Taylor Swift song sounds the same, they're usually doing it to feel superior. Like, look at me, I don't listen to Taylor Swift because I'm not basic. My taste in music is better. But in fact, they're actually doing the opposite. Because if you're truly a connoisseur of music, not even a connoisseur, if you've listened to enough music, there are certain things you should be able to distinguish. Music is subjective, but there are things that are objectively true. Like a steel drum does not make the same noise as a violin. Indie folk does not sound like dubstep. An acoustic ballad is not the same as a pop rock anthem. So while there are songs that are similar, you should at least be able to distinguish these songs that are drastically different. So that's why it doesn't bother me when people say every Taylor Swift song sounds the same, because if you truly believe that, one, you haven't really listened to Taylor Swift, and therefore you're not in a position to have any opinion about her music. Like, how can you say something is better if you haven't really listened to it? You can't. You don't know. Or two, you just have a bad ear. And again, you're in no position to criticize. That just excludes you from the conversation.